नहीं दरिद्र को दुखी न दीना, कोई दरिद्र नहीं होता, कोई दुखी नहीं होता, कोई दीन नहीं होता, कोई अबुध नहीं होता, कोई लक्षणहीन नहीं होता। सब नर करहि परस्पर प्रीति, चलहि स्वधर्म निरत श्रुत नीति। सब लोग परस्पर एक दूसरे के पोषक होते हैं, कोई किसी का शोषक नहीं होता। सब एक दूसरे का रक्षक होते हैं, कोई किसी का भक्षक नहीं होता। सब एक दूसरे के शुभ चिंतक होते हैं, कोई किसी का अशुभ चिंतक नहीं होता। सब एक दूसरे के पूरक होते हैं। सामंजस्य, सामनस्य और ऐकमत्य की स्थापना ही मुख्य रूप से उत्तम शासन का लक्ष्य। बाघ बकरा एक घाट पानी पिए, चूहा बिल्ला का आपस में मेल जोल हो जाए, और सांप और न्योले में भी बैर मिट जाए, ये उत्तम शासन का लक्षण है। यही राम राज्य है, यही धर्म राज्य है, यही ईश्वर राज्य है, यही धर्म सापेक्ष पक्षपात विहीन राज्य है। इसी राज्य का वेदों में वर्णन है, रामायण में वर्णन है, महाभारत में वर्णन है। यही राम राज्य है, यही धर्म राज्य है। इसी के द्वारा राजा, प्रजा, शासक और शासित सबका कल्याण होता है, सबका अभ्युदय होता है। लोग कहते हैं कि राजनीति में साधु सन्यासी को नहीं आना चाहिए।
People say that a sadhu should not enter politics, that good people should not enter politics. I say to such people that they take for granted that politics is the property of crooks, that only crooks should be free to do what they please in politics, and good people should not interfere. The fundamental question is, what actions lead to the rise and fall of dharma, the rise and fall of righteousness? For example, if by telling a lie you protect 20 Brahmins or 10 cows, then telling a lie is dharma.
Touring central India just before state assembly elections on behalf of the Ram Raj Parishad, a political party he founded, Swami Karpatri maintains the ascetic discipline he has practiced for almost 50 years. Although he now travels with a driver and a novice assistant instead of crossing the country on foot, he still rises at 1 in the morning, eats only one meal a day, and performs worship 4 times a day. Swami Karpatri has published more than 20 books of scholarship and social commentary, many of them dealing with the relation of politics to religion. Even while on tour, this work continues. His goal is to restore Ram Raj, the golden age of the epics, when Lord Ram ruled on earth. For many devotees, Swami Karpatri is an incarnation of God. His biography tells that as a boy, he repeatedly ran away from his village home, wanting only to withdraw from the world and devote himself to spiritual endeavors. After years of extreme penance, he received enlightenment, and only then, at the age of 23, did he seek initiation into a monastic order. Swami Karpatri chose to play the role of an activist in the world he had renounced. He entered the political arena impelled by his opposition to the social reforms of Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders of India's independence movement. He himself led movements against the partition of India and later, after independence, against cow slaughter. On both occasions, he was jailed. In 1947, when India became independent, Swami Karpatri founded a new political party, the Ram Raj Parishad. The party won several seats in parliament in the first few national elections. Swami Karpatri did not run for political office, but he arranged the party's slates, negotiated with prospective candidates, and defined issues. Over the years, the party's electoral appeal has nearly vanished, but many of the issues it raised continue to appeal. And these are the issues which Swami Karpatri continues to expound. At religious gatherings across North and Central India, he preaches opposition to cow slaughter, communism, family planning, and above all, to the ongoing secularization of Hindu life. He summons his followers to re-establish the traditional Hindu social system. He calls upon them to revive the vanished glory of a society based on a sacred cosmic order.
धर्म की अधर्म का प्राणियों में विश्व का गो हत्या गो माता की हर हर
Swami Karpatri is an orthodox Shaivite, but his following cuts across lines of sect, class, and caste, and includes wealthy business people, former princely rulers, peasants, and tribal people. These villagers are receiving prasad blessed by Swami Karpatri. They do not know his name or of his prominence. They have stopped along the road to watch an unknown sadhu perform his morning worship, to receive his darshan, to be blessed by his presence. And these two people, a tribal man and his mother, have stopped to seek the help of the Swami's sacred power with a personal problem. They are attempting to make an offering to Swami Karpatri through his assistant, who is busy packing up the worship vessels. Their hope is that the Swami's spiritual power might cure the man of his epileptic condition.